Milton, Broken Railroad, and the Forlorn Muskeg are checked off our list. By the end of this episode, maybe even Mystery Lake will be as well. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Challenges meta-series, where we are taking on the Archivist Challenge. How are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're not quite halfway through, but by the time we wrap up here, we will be. This Aurora that we currently have is going to carry us through... I mean, I kind of doubt that we will be able to... I mean, I'll try it. I doubt that we'll be able to get both the Mystery Lake objectives in this one night. But it's not quite midnight yet, and it's possible. I've got a gun now. That's the thing. That's what you've got to bear in mind. I've got a rifle now, which I can use to murder anything that attempts to eat me. Or at least I can attempt to murder anything that attempts to eat me before I die horribly. I did get hit by a wolf in the beginning of the last episode, but it didn't hurt me too much. And I just scared it off. I didn't even kill it. It was one of the more surprising wolf encounters of our first several episodes back to YouTube. I can see the forestry lookout right there. It's pretty even from the ground. It's a nice view from up at the top, but it's also nice to see from down here, you know? Yeah, I'm going to try it. The thing is, the other particular objective for Mystery Lake is in the lower dam. The other buffer memory is in the lower dam. And the lower dam, during an Aurora, you've got to watch, like... you got to be careful how you get down there. It's not a walk in the park. So I might not be able to pull that off. I might have to wait for the next night. But we'll still try. Because I feel like we have a shot. I don't think it's possible, though, but I'll still try it. Went for the wrong spot. There we go. All right, so let's get this buffer memory sorted. New buffer memory added to journal. Log upload 3.doc. We'll be expecting their return this winter, but end results remain unknown. I hope to gather additional data on this phenomenon next spring. Continued logging could be a factor to consider. I think it's worth a quick look around. This is one of the more loot-dense locations. So... let's look around. Is that dog food? No, it's pork and beans. That's condensed milk, though. I'll take that. That's lantern fuel. Don't need that.
That'll be useful.
Don't need either of those. Don't need painkillers. Honestly, the main thing I'd be looking for right now are just, like, additional rounds. Hey, look, no body. See, we talked about this in the Nomad Challenge. That body's appearance is random. I remember talking about it with someone in the comments because apparently they'd had a body there every single time. And that person maybe had a few playthroughs. This is just conjecture on my part. They didn't say this. But they might have had a few playthroughs where the body wasn't there and they just didn't notice that it wasn't there because they were so used to a body being there that they're just going to take it for granted. But it is, in fact, random. You never know if there's going to be a body there or not. I'm not going to worry about that line. All right. You probably could drop some of this gear, Jennifer. We're going to check real quick. All right. I don't think I need the decent work pants. Yeah, I'm going to drop those. Because I'm already wearing work pants on the outside layer. I also don't need that other pair of underwear that I picked up. And I probably could go ahead and just eat this banged up condensed milk, and then we'll be good on encumbrance. Perfect. Look at that. Now let me just drop the extra can. Tell you what, I'm going to drop 2 cans. No, I'm not carrying birds around. Why would you suggest that? All right, let's go. starting to get a little bit low on energy. So by the time I get to the dam, I will need to sleep. So the likelihood that I will be, like, getting this objective taken care of during this same aurora is quite low. I'm going to get onto the tracks here so I can see clearly on both sides. Yeah, that rock was making me a little nervous. Both those rocks were. Because you see a dark silhouette amongst the grass. Anywhere in the Long Dark, really. I know some pretty prominent players that play without the grass turned on at all just because of the improved visibility. I prefer the immersion myself, but to each their own. And if you're curious, by the way, this is what the Long Dark looks like on maxed out settings. Everything's topped off. And there are some additional graphical overhauls that are coming to the game with details from the Far Territory upgrades that are coming out right now. The next of which might be coming pretty soon, which is exciting. Hopefully that won't muck with the challenge run too much, but I won't complain if it does. It's better to muck with the challenge run than mucking with a season of Against All Odds or something, you know. There's the revolver. I knew there'd be one. I knew there'd be one here. Okay, well at this point, I am encumbered even more. I could drop the tomato soup that I'm carrying. I could drop these pork beans. I'm just going to drop the heavy items. And I could drop one of the marine flares, which I'm not really dealing with timber wolves this run, so no marine flares necessary. Now we can really quickly deal with our furry woodland friends. That is, assuming that this will even scare them off when they're in their aurorified state. I don't know for sure that it will. But I'm glad I found that revolver. I was pretty confident that there would be one there, even though the loot tables are renewed, because I think I've found one multiple times there since the update dropped. And especially on low difficulty, that means an almost guaranteed revolver spawn there. So, note to newer players, if you're looking for a revolver in Mystery Lake, there you go. I guess that means it's time for me to finally say it, isn't it? The thing that I've probably said the most across all of my Long Dark content, going all the way back to Against All Odds Season 1, which was the first ever Long Dark series that I published, the first time I ever did Long Dark on my channel. One thing that I've always said about the Long Dark, and I'll say to you now since I just kind of addressed the new players, if you're a new player to the Long Dark, I mean, I'm not telling you not to watch my videos. You can absolutely watch my videos, especially if you enjoy the commentary and you enjoy the gameplay, or if you learn from them, even if you're newer to the game. But I'm jealous of you. We all are. You know why? Because you don't know the world. You don't know where you're going. And you might think, why would you be jealous of that? I'm jealous of you for knowing the world, Hadrian. No. The Long Dark, as I'm going to literally parrot myself from many past times saying this exact phrase, but the Long Dark is at its best when you're brand new, when you don't know where anything leads, and you're just finding your way through the world. Now that the world is so huge, too, it's even better. And there are lots of zones that are like this for me still, the newer zones that I haven't been in as much. So I'm really looking forward to exploring those in a series. And frankly, not in series. Like, I'm just looking forward to the gameplay. But I'm jealous of you new players for that reason, and I always am. It's something that I always point out whenever I play the Long Dark on the channel.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Not just any grape soda. So enjoy the early exploration of these zones while you can. It's still amazingly fun. I mean, look how much Long Dark content I've produced, even knowing as much about the game as I do. My knowledge of the game has not remained, like, perfectly crystallized while I've been away, so I'm relearning some things, and I'm enjoying that too. But I still have a lot of fun with the Long Dark, and countless other players have played the game orders of magnitude More than I have. That's not an exaggeration. I'm still under 1,000 hours in the Long Dark, if that surprises anybody. Right, I think I see a wolf. Nope, not a wolf. Or maybe it is. Nope, not a wolf. Man, where are the wolves? And it's still fun for those players too. It's a game with a surprising amount of longevity for such a simple survival sandbox. That being said, there's nothing like when you are brand new to the Long Dark and you have no idea what you're doing, no idea where you're going, and no idea how to get from place to place as you try to survive. That is the Long Dark at its finest. So if you're a new player, enjoy it. We all wish that for you. Not only because we want you to play the game, it's a great game, but because you're having more fun than us. Sounds strange to say, but you are. Okay. All right, so those wires are safe.
I think I can use this.
All right, before I loot anything up, let's go ahead. Yeah, see, these wires are safe. The ones that are sparking are not. So, hang on, let's get out the flashlight. And I'm fairly certain I will not be able... Yeah. Yeah, I'm not getting around that. If I step... I think if I step on the wires at all, it's not just the sparky part, I will get shocked. And I don't want to risk angering the Long Dark gods. So we have to sleep anyway. What I'm going to do is just put down a bedroll. We're going to go up here just to be super safe. We put down a bedroll right here. And we are going to... I'm just looking at my meters here. Yeah, let's sleep for about 8 hours. And we should wake up right around the crack of dawn. Nice. Perfect timing. And now we can move down to the area where we need to be during the actual aurora. So I'm not going to worry too much about looting upstairs. Although there is one thing I could use, but I'll probably get it on my way out. It's the water. So for now I'm just going to drink this water. I might grab some additional sodas down here while I'm looting around. But it's the lower dam. Let's make sure this is the only one. So we have one more. It's the lower dam in Mystery Lake. And with that, by the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. No, we still are not quite halfway. One more and we'll be halfway. That was a quick count, but I think it was 6 and 8. 6 done, 8 left to go. So this next one will make it 7 and 7. I don't need that. I already dropped one marine flare to make room for stuff. So let's just, let me look around. Yeah, it's so weird to come in here and not loot anything, but I don't... I've got a revolver now. I've got a rifle now. Like, and this, there's going to be so much stuff in here. It's like so much stuff that I almost don't even want to worry about it, you know? I don't want to be carrying too much stuff. There's another hunting knife. I knew there'd be one there. So have they done away with the vents that can open? Okay, so here is... All right, let's look at this. This is interesting. So we have a pile of wires here. That implies you won't be able to cross that. But I'm pretty sure that's the spot. Because there's not... Let's see here. Don't need antiseptic. There's not a computer here. Don't need cardboard matches, we're fine. I'll loot this area, just in case there's, like I said, a soda or something. A rubber shell casing. Nice. You know what? I'm going to keep going all the way down, because the area where I'm most likely to find stuff to help keep my thirst quenched while I'm away from all that delicious toilet water, there'll be some sodas up here. Plaid shirt. Don't need it. Pinnacle peaches. Ooh, I will grab those for sure. Insert Presidents of the USA reference here. Sewing kit. It's a music reference for those of you who don't know. Yeah, there's some monitors here too, which it worries me a little bit, because it's like, which is the right one? You know, we've got, is it this computer, for example? I don't know. Like, it's gonna bug me. And see, we can't get in and out of this entrance anymore. Nor can we get in and out of this entrance. So yeah, this is troublesome. Ooh, 18% condition. I'm gonna eat these now. Cross fingers for me. Can't get much worse than that. This is a pretty good chance of food poisoning. Okay, we're good. Let's eat that 42% condition, because that is the answer. Let me go ahead and harvest those socks, which I meant to do sooner. Yeah, this is troubling. I'll go ahead and eat those too. That is, of course, negatively affecting our thirst. Didn't think about that. Damn it. Okay. So we did not find, unfortunately, as many sodas up here as I was expecting. I was hoping to find some in that vending machine, but there were not any to be found. So I mean, I could scavenge more and find soda that way, but yeah, there might be some in this backpack. Tin of sardines, water bottle, perfect, and some cloth on the shelf. So that's handy. And some fleece mittens. So let's go ahead and look at our clothing. We're going to sort by condition, and we will repair the stuff that we can during the day. Hope that we don't waste any of the cloth we just picked up or salvaged. Scavenged, salvaged, both are accurate. This is interesting. This is the first one, because of the wires, where I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get this done in one night, because I might not be able to traverse the areas I need to. I could be wrong, but I don't think I'll be able to. So let me go ahead and... I hate it, but we're going to eat those sardines before they get any worse. Yep. Problem solved. Well... yeah, problem solved. Let's say problem solved. We ate the sardines without there being any issues. That is a problem solved. Alright, so now let's sleep for 5 hours. We're going to get more like 3. 2 or 3. And now we pass time for about 5 hours. We'll get kind of thirsty by the end of this. Might even lose some health to our thirst, but there'll be plenty of water up on the side of the dam that we entered on, and then we will leave through that side, walk to Coastal Highway, check out the locations there, and then proceed farther into the challenge. Yeah, we're going to get thirsty. We're going to top it off a little bit here, but that's as much water as we have. Now, we do have the MRE. No, don't do that. I didn't mean to double-click that. All right, so I'm going to eat some of the MRE. It's going to completely fill up our stomach and fill up some of our thirst. Because it's a moist MRE. And now let's sleep for about 4 hours. Give me an Aurora. Thank you. Bingo. All right, so this is the buffer memory. Conduit D caught... Oh, goodness. I can't... I don't know if I'll be able to read that. Conduit D caught fire in the lower corridor, but the suppression system failed. The Wallace brothers were first to arrive and managed to contain it. I'd like to see their response recognized by the company, which you can read in the attached memo. Lovely. Like I said at the beginning of the series, lots and lots of flickering lights. Alright, so we have the flashlight. Let's see how far back into this mess we can traverse without dying horribly. Yeah, see, I can't even... I was worried about that. I can't even leave this area. I'm sealed in. So this stinks. What I'm going to have to do, I'm going to go ahead and loot everything up here. Because I can't... I don't remember for sure if you can cross the wires safely at all. Warren Urban Parka, that's nice. But what I need is anything drinkable. And as I said, I believe in the last episode, I don't want to take unnecessary risks during the easy challenge. I would rather take unnecessary risks during the hard challenges, because I'm more likely to die in those anyway. These are the ones that I would like to get through quickly so that we don't have to restart them because of an unnecessary risk taken. Alright, so file cabinets usually have pretty good luck. Yep, Summit Soda, there we go. Nothing else in that one, though. Just the one. And there really is nothing in this entire fridge. Nope, okay. Oh, there's a cup of herbal tea in the microwave. Glad I checked there. And we cannot get out that way, sadly. I'll check these drawers. Oh, and there's that filing cabinet there. So I'll check that, and then we should be okay thirst-wise. Thankfully, thirst does not affect well-fed. Hunger does. Stacy's grape soda, perfect. So that's a bit of a godsend there. Alright, let's turn off the flashlight. I'm just going to plop down my bedroll right here at the top of the stairs. I'm going to drink these sodas and the tea. I know that the wires don't necessarily kill you right away. I just don't. It's a risk I'm not willing to take right now. I'll deal with it in the later challenges when I'm more convinced it's not going to start me over. Alright, so now we pass time for, let's say, 7 hours. So that's it. We're done with Mystery Lake. We just need to get back to the front of the dam and exit. So all things considered, we're in pretty good shape here.
Getting a bit thirsty.
I know. Don't have anything left to drink either. Unless I have the water that I picked up, which I don't. I already drank that. Alright, so we are going to get thirsty after this little bit of sleep. Alright, so there we go. Alright, we've lost some health due to thirst, but we can now move through the dam. We are not encumbered. So let's move quickly. I just need to get back up to the other side where there is water. I don't think I'll even loot up the rest of the area. I'd rather continue moving because there's plenty of loot to be found in the places we're going. Plenty of loot to be found. Where is Chasm Cave? Okay. Okay. That last one in Timberwolf Mountain is going to be a pain in the butt. I can already tell. Because I have no idea where that is. Timberwolf Mountain is a zone that I have a... call it a love-hate-hate relationship. It's not 50-50. It's 33-66. That's how I feel about Timberwolf Mountain. Just being honest. Don't love the zone. Not my favorite. It's not my least favorite. Everyone knows what my least favorite zone is. Even though I kind of joke about it. Because it's really... I guess I couldn't really tell you what my least favorite zone is now. Because I like them all to a fair degree, to be completely honest. But I'm not a huge fan of Timberwolf Mountain. It's a little bit extra. A little bit mazy and ridiculous. Unnecessarily so. Anything in this fridge? Nope. Anything over here? There's a filing cabinet. I might as well check the filing cabinet. Because again, soda. Alright, that's newsprint. Didn't need that. Shouldn't have picked that up. More newsprint. Why did I pick that up too? Wasn't necessary. Alright, let's go get some water. Toilet water, yes. Delicious. It's exactly what I wanted in my life.
Sir, I don't carry much.
Let me drink you. Yes, much better. Toilet water. Yay. Best thing ever. Alright. Let's take that. I guess I'll search this trash can while I'm right next to it. Spray paint, of course. Of course. The game continues to mock me with the spray paint. Alright. And that, as they say, is that. I'm going to step outside here, but then I'm going to turn right back around and step inside to create a nice save point. And stop this episode here. In the next one, we're going to head towards Coastal Highway because we are halfway done with the Archivist Challenge already. I really like the increased pace of this one over the Nomad Challenge, and I'm so glad we did Nomad first. That was always kind of the plan. I didn't really have a doubt about it, given my knowledge of the series, but this is working out really well as a second to Nomad because we're kind of bouncing from place to place a little bit more readily. So next, we will probably be going to the fishing cabin, if I had to guess, and Coastal Highway, then the Quonset, and then it's a matter of heading out to Desolation Point and visiting the lighthouse in Hibernia Processing, and then just PV and Timberwolf Mountain after that point. So we're trucking right along at this point now that we're in more of the more recognizable OG areas of the Long Dark, which we're exploring together. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.